Networking. A tough nut to crack sometimes for even seasoned professionals. How then do we, as young people just getting into our professional journey, navigate its waters and reap its immense benefits? Follow Group 9 on the journey of that today.
Now, what is the purpose of networking? It's more than just finding new job opportunities, which is one of the several purposes of networking. Networking can be an avenue to exchange ideas on your professional development. You might even gain insight into a concept or idea you're trying to understand or implement. Perhaps you're working on a project that requires substantial financial support, for example, a startup. Networking can help you secure the kind of funds you need to launch your project and even keep it afloat. Another purpose of networking that's often ignored is the reassessment of your qualifications. Meeting new people from different backgrounds can help you uncover blind spots and knowledge gaps in your professional development. And yeah, I get it. It's fun to admire your LinkedIn profile and qualifications, but you're limited to yourself in your current professional environment if you don't make the efforts to meet new people and learn how they've attained their present professional height. So yes, networking is very crucial to your professional development. Don't sleep on it.
Networking is a big and important part of life. Having the appropriate strategies of networking can lead to better relationships, future opportunities, and long-term career success. It has been said that I am 90% who you know and 10% what you've got. I'll be talking to you about types of networks that will be useful for your professional development. Strong contact networks are groups that are probably your favorite since they'll allow you to connect with others more than any other place. Joining a catering agent association, for instance, increases your likelihood of getting called as a supplier of farm food. Another network type is the casual contact networks. They're bigger than strong contact networks. These groups are easy to join and do not hold the meeting as often as the strong contact network groups. They are often joined by people of the same profession. While this may not be entirely a good idea, we advise that you join one. You may get a connection that will open doors for your business. You never know. In addition to the casual contacts network type is the online network. These types of business groups are much newer. They are, however, as useful as the rest of the organizations in the business networking circle. Furthermore, community service clubs are mainly focused on giving back to the community. The organization's activities are based on humanitarian causes.
Hi, I'm going to elaborate to this phrase. Your network worth is determined by your network. This phrase simply means that making connections or network basically determines how one earns more money, since a talent or business becomes more progressive when it is known by the people who may contribute to the facilitation of your marketing strategy, and to this main intent audience who play a critical role in the promotion of your venture and product as well. By networking with others, you can develop a reputation as a competent and trustworthy and helpful person who can connect those in need with resources and connections. Additionally, since you will be the first to come to mind when they require what you provide, you are more likely to receive additional readers and referrals.
And when we say networking, we just want to mean the process of making connections and building relationships. These connections can provide you with advice, contacts, and those can help you make informed career decisions. Networking can even help you find some jobs or internships that were not advertised on social media or anywhere. So basically, I'm going to explain the reason why we mostly say that your net worth is determined by your network. Actually, this phrase, your net worth is determined by your network, can have different interpretations but revolving around one context. This means that it determines your level of influence and authority in your community, both personally and professionally. The people you know and how much they care about you help you advance in every way imaginable. Also, your network provides you two new chances. It links you to more people, and it both professionally and mentally strengthens you. Your network exposes you to different options and broadens your understanding of reality, which can turn into profitable idea. Additionally, during personal or professional declines, your network serves as your support system because they provide a shoulder to cry on or a stream of suggestions to get you through. In brief, people you are connected with are the ones who might be the recruiters of your future job. Therefore, you will be getting income which will later increase your net worth. So that's why we say that your net worth is determined by your network.
Before Husna became a researcher at Harvard University, he had the chance to study in most parts of the world, namely Europe and North America. During his time in Europe, he met a professor from a well-established university in China. They had a great conversation, and the professor then asked if he was up for an exchange program because he saw that he had a great potential to do much more than what he expressed to him. Husna then spent 6 months learning, exploring his skills, and connecting with people. After he had graduated, his first job was a research assistant in Australia. Later on, he became a researcher at Harvard University.
Networking is both a skill and an art. A strong understanding of this enabled us to design strategies and solutions for Husna's problem. First of all, Husna has already prior background experience as a research assistant. This, combined with the high brand of Harvard, enables him to use the Harvard platform to connect with other African universities that are at the top of tertiary education. His value proposition would be to create a webinar. The webinar would be targeted at undergraduate students, aiming to help them develop skills in academic research, citation, and crafting compelling research papers. From there, after the completion of the webinar, Husna will share a form. Interested and willing students will be able to share their contact details and provide their consent to participate in his research project. Next, Husna can create a database based off of Harvard alumni. Husna, being a current Harvard student, has access to the Harvard alumni portal. Harvard has alumni who are doing work within Africa in the tertiary education sector. From there, you can collect their names, email addresses, and phone numbers to build this database. After the database has been created, he can cold call the alumni and reach out to them via email. Reaching out to them through these two methods enables him to build relationships, gain close contact to them. After these relationships have been established, he can ask for referrals that will enable him to gain access to African students within Africa's top universities.
4 tips to start networking like a pro today. Number 1, be confident. You've definitely got this. You've lived your stories and your experiences, and that is all you need in a networking conversation. So be confident in that and sell yourself confident. Tip number 2, be genuine, right? In different places and times, there's the pressure to accustom ourselves or to adapt to fit into several situations. But in the midst of that, let's be careful not to lose our truth, because we want to build genuine and authentic relationship, and it will be counterproductive if we don't present our genuine selves in these relationships. Tip number 3: know your crowd. It is very important that we know any space before we get into it. It's very important that we know something about the person we're meeting, something about the place we're going to, the kind of people that will be there, the kind of conversations to be had. The homework we'll do beforehand definitely pays off. So know your crowd. And the fourth and final tip: set goals. Why are you even going into the conversation in the first place? Why you attended the event? What do you hope to get out of that network? Now, you may not have it all figured out, because it's good to build network for future purposes, but just a basic idea of why you want to keep that relationship and why you believe it will be worthwhile on the long run. You have to have that set, so you don't go building relationships that you cannot maintain in future just because there's no drive for you to maintain them.
Well, thank you for watching the video. We hope that you have gained some insight on the benefits and opportunities of building your network. This simply means that it is your cue to start building your network, because as stated in the slides and somewhere in this video, your network really does determine your net worth. It is definitely not a simple task to take up, but you got this. Again, thank you so much, and we hope you enjoyed it.